Put that on that beat. Oh.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in to the Shack Attack Show, where I'm your host, Jay Shack. And we're very excited to what we're gonna be bringing to Soul TV.
Listen, Jay, as soon as I came out, I was singing. I didn't cry, I was singing, you know. Never heard of it before, but I did. Okay, here we go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, thanks again for tuning in to the Shack Attack Show, where your boy Jay Shack is your host. And listen, y'all, I just got to let y'all know that this past weekend been a crazy week for the city of Detroit. It was the NFL draft week, and man, it exploded with numbers, y'all. We had over 700,000 attendees. The first night it was over 275,000 attendees. So man, Detroit is on the map, y'all. And listen, I had the privilege to do a few events around the city during the NFL draft week. I was at the airport, the Metro Detroit Airport. The good band, me and my band. Shout out to Will Phelps and Global Entertainment. And then Thursday night, I was outside of Greektown Casino, hitting with Elise King. So it was amazing, y'all. It was amazing. Shout out to Justin. Had us on the rooftop for a gig down there. So it was amazing. The people was out. The city looked beautiful. And we showed people why they should be in Detroit, y'all. So it's dope. I'm can't wait to see, what more is coming to the city, y'all. It's just amazing. So with no further ado, y'all, I'm about to introduce my guests for today. I got my guy, my main man's Mike McClendon, y'all. Listen, he's the CEO. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Good. Come into that mic. I can't hear you.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me here.
That mic ain't on, I don't think.
The mic ain't on?
Nope.
Okay, go. I'm gonna bring it back to you. We're gonna talk.
Okay.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yep. So listen, y'all. While we get this technical difficulties fixed, today my guest is Mike McClendon. He's the CEO of Golden Ram Men's Makers TV. He's also the chief engineer at Detroit Music Hall right here in Detroit, Michigan. And we gonna he has some dope things coming up regarding his business, and we just want to shed light on it. We got a nice Mother's Day event that's coming on, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the Men's Makers TV, and exactly what all of that about, man. So Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
You
can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. Yeah. Good to have you on, man.
Thank you, Miss Sheila. Got it right that time.
You got it right there. Hey, man, it's good to have you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
I truly appreciate this, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. So let's talk about this. We're gonna dive straight into it, man. Let's talk about this Mother's Day event that you got coming up.
Okay, it's a Mother's Day event, but it's also a fundraiser.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And everything I do, everything that we talk about, just going forward, you got to realize I'm a family man first.
Yeah.
Everything that I do is based on family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why me and you are, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man.
Because I know you're a family man.
Yes, sir.
The good band is a family.
Group, yeah.
Family group. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So it's a fundraiser for my family reunion.
Okay, dope, man.
Exactly. Dope. Yeah. So we hosting it in Detroit this year.
Dope, man. Detroit on the map. I'm telling y'all,
right?
man, it's on the map.
Yeah. And this was one of those. Instead of me paying my registration fee, I just decided to throw a event. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna pay more.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah,
You know
that's
what
true.
I'm
That's
saying,
true.
with
That.
what registration there, and we get the party. You know what I'm saying? I like keeping money in the circle, so I'm always anything I can do to have y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be a part of what we doing. You know, so it's on and it's Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a pre-Mother's Day show. It's the Saturday before Mother's Day.
Which is May 11th.
Yes, in the cafe. And if anybody know about the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe. It's a small, intimate spot, right? And we expecting a nice crowd. We expecting to fill the house, and we got Cornell Popcorn, the comedian.
Yeah.
He's going to host it.
Dope.
And we're going to have a couple of little things here and there, but most importantly, we're going to have a good band.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we know y'all rock it, and the vibe that y'all bring is called Mother's Day Weekend Vibe.
Yeah.
R&B vibe.
Yeah.
So the whole vibration is go be controlled by you and your band.
Yeah.
And it's an R&B vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be smooth, grown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's everybody that's watching. If y'all haven't got y'all tickets, y'all can go to Eventbrite, or y'all can call me directly if you don't want to pay that event price surcharge.
Yeah.
And you can cash app. We'll have you. That's 313-409-9404.
Say that one more time.
313.
A little bit slow. Okay.
For sure. 313-409-9404.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that number right up under next to promoter and mentor, so they have that right.
Thank you.
Cool.
And it would be a cash app straight to Golden Ram ENT.
Let's do that.
And you put your name and the amount of tickets that you're paying for, and you will be on the list, and we'll text you back your confirmation right after that.
All right. Can you give me the cash app one more time?
Golden Ram
Okay.
ENT. And just, I'm going to break this down because I knew you was going to ask me. Golden Ram is...
I should definitely about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Golden Ram is it's a promotion company. I'm sorry, we promoting everything, right? We just getting started. But I created this with RAM is Russells and McClendon. It's my mother's side and my father's side.
Dope, man.
Yeah, so I got my uncle from my mother's side and my little cousin from my daddy's side. And I called both of them up, asked them, do they want to start a promotion company?
Yeah.
And they both was like, we with it, because they be outside a lot.
Yeah.
They got different crowds. And I figure if we put our 3 crowds together, you know, our circles together, and we create vibes, everybody grown. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So the RAM is Russell's and McClendon's promotion. So we always party on both sides anyway.
Yeah.
So, and if you come to any of my family events, you wouldn't know who was on what side anyway.
Yeah.
You know, same
One
neighborhood.
big happy family.
Right. My mother and my father went to high school together, middle
dope.
school together.
Dope,
like
man.
the whole family is always intertwined.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very loving. And it's a family business for sure.
Definitely, man.
Yes.
That's dope.
Yes.
So once again, y'all, that's Mother's Day weekend, May 11th, which is Saturday, 2024. Doors open at 7 p.m. and the tickets are how much again?
It's 25 in advance, 35 at the door.
And
Okay.
can you give them the cash app one more time in case they want tickets?
Golden Ram ENT.
And the phone number is?
313-409-9404.
And we hosted by Popcorn Spivey, y'all, and it's gonna be a live performance from the good band, and y'all know we coming with the vibes, y'all. Y'all know we coming with the vibes, man.
Sure.
So, Mike, this not your first event, man. It's not the first event that I know of. It's not the first event that you done had us on.
Right.
So, let's talk about like the process of you even coming up with the events, because like each event that I've done for you, it was like an underlining. It was bigger than what was just possessed to the public.
Right,
Like it was like this event, you know, is a fundraiser too.
Right.
And the last event I think I did, it was a networking event.
Yes.
Which was a dope event, man.
Yeah.
Dope turnout. I think sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out, you know, so
Most of them been sold out.
yeah. So let's talk about, you know, the process of you coming up with the events and everything like that,
Well,
man.
the first event was Father's Day last year.
Okay.
And it's so, you know, it's a backstory to that too, because not to be a downer, but on February 12th of last year, my father passed.
Okay, man.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And he was staying with me. He got sick. He moved with me. He actually passed in my arms, looking me straight in my eyes. Yeah. And so I decided to do a comedy show on the main stage at the music hall, and that was the first event that we put together. And I went to Karen McBride, which is my boss, and I asked her to mentor me into promotion. I used to do it back in the day with rap and hip hop, you know what I'm saying, but this was the first time that we actually wanted to do something now. And we did that event, and it was a success. We made money, you know what I mean? It was a nice turnout, but it was all comedians. And then they told me not to do it because it was all Detroit comedians. I'm 313, true and true. You know what I'm saying? East side.
That's love, man. East side. See, that's why we vibe, man. I'm from the East side, man.
East side. Yeah, for sure. I went to King, I went to Southeast, I went to Bustle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that first event was, it was on the main stage. It was all Detroit comedians. We had Simply Chanel, Shawnee D. We had Foolish. We had Mike Chase. We had
had some heavy hitters, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We really, and it was a really nice vibe. And then after that, I started. Mike Chase, he was one of the comedians that kind of opened, and it was just something about his, you know what I'm saying, his energy. So we started the shows the following week in the cafe.
And
we started with Mike Chase.
Man, that guy's hilarious, man. Mike Chase, man.
Yeah, good brother. He had did our show previously before that, the Russells.
Okay.
We was doing shows just on the Russell side.
And
he had did a show about 4 months before that for free. And this was, we paid him for this one, that Father's Day show. Then after that, it was just every week. I mean, we was doing it once a month. At the cafe. Then we started. We wanted to get off. We was doing more comedy than anything. And then we decided to do some R&B. We just wanted to kind of mix it up. And we knew Phenom. Right. And then we did that. We did a Halloween show. That there's like
that boy was nice.
It was in Mount Clemens. It would everybody
that's
did.
I'm born and raised. That's my hometown. Mount Clemens.
Nobody wanted to drive out there that night.
That's too far, man.
We got the waterfront.
You said that proudly. That's why I'm born and raised. All the police at,
man.
I said it with an S.
It's crazy, Sheba. I'm there, and I'm like,
really?
I seen Mike. I think he came to one of my shows. I'm like. We was talking about the Halloween show. I said, Mike, man, I ain't even see you there. He's like, yeah, man, I was the man with the...
I was the golden ram.
He had the golden ram.
Yeah.
The whole time I didn't even know it, man.
I gotta stay close to you, because you be sticking and moving in some good places.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been outside for a long time. Yeah, so, and it's been a ride. It's been a journey. Like I said, it'll be 1 year on Father's Day this year.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So for the last show in the 365 days to be the Mother's Day show. So we starting it off on Father's Day.
Dang, that's dope,
and
man.
Then we ended it.
See what I mean? It's always some underlying stuff, man. That's dope, man.
Everything gotta have meaning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on, say it one more
Everything gotta have purpose.
That's true, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do nothing that don't have no purpose because I got too much other stuff to do anyway.
Right. Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? It has to actually be a part of something. I've partied enough to just be partying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's really, and it's a long-term goal too. So we just getting started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we doing our checks and balances right now on what we did over the year, and we trying to figure out what we could do different. But I will say this. You guys, we like comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I also started a documentary too because we want to make some content. I started a documentary. It's about the comedians in Detroit. But because we're going to get into content creation, it's not just promotion and for shows. Yeah. But R&B in Detroit is something that we really focusing on more and more and more. We'll mix the comedy a little bit, but we're going to do more over the next 365 days. The next year, our focus is going to be a lot on the R&B vibes
Dope.
and your group, because and we try to promote people. We promoters,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we promoters of people that we believe in.
Right.
Just like we started with Mike Chase, we believed in him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he's just a good brother. We know his family. We know his mother. But you guys, the good band, along with Phenom, but the good band, just you and your brother, Shackelford, who, you know, I know he will be knocking guys out for, you know what I'm saying, times to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just and me and you sat at one of the gigs y'all was doing out there in Gratiot and
Yeah.
Roseville, and we sat, and you was just so transparent. And you was telling me your story, and all I heard was family.
Yeah, it's facts, man.
And then you treated me like family
Yeah.
ever since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So me and you been building a relationship, and I've been trying to support everything that y'all
Most
do.
definitely.
I've been to some of the boxing matches. Never been to boxing matches ever in my
Dang.
life until y'all introduced
Wow.
me to it.
That's
now
crazy.
I'm strung out on boxing. Man.
Yeah.
I missed the last one.
Yeah.
I missed the last one in
Yeah.
Indiana because we had some things to do.
Yeah.
But I most definitely be at the next one.
Dope, man.
Man, I love that whole vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's what it's just, you know, God leading us to. It's about family.
Yeah.
Man. I don't really have time for no
That's facts, man.
nonsense, no
Yeah.
bulls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it ain't the family vibe, I ain't really trying
Yeah.
to be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, a part of it.
That's true, man.
Yeah, and I really appreciate y'all. I
Most
love the
definitely,
way
man.
that
Appreciate
y'all-
you, man.
Yeah, I love the way
Happy
that
we
y'all
crossed
move.
paths, man. Real talk.
I'm gonna do everything I can to make people, you know what I'm saying, know about y'all.
Yeah.
I always scream y'all out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For real.
Appreciate
for
that,
real.
man.
Yeah,
For
if
real.
there's anything that we can do, even at Soul TV, I'm the COO of the page, and
Yes.
I work with the CEO, and whatever it is, you have events, we'll come out and air live
Oh,
to
that's
local
done.
TV,
You
do
say
commercials,
less.
do interviews with you, whatever. So
Say less.
yeah,
I'm
we'll make it
just
happen.
because he invited me here and I got to meet you. I know you good people.
Oh yeah, most
God,
definitely.
You know what I'm
come get
saying?
your massage too. I'm a massage healer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little tension. Got a little tension. I'm for real. Okay. Yeah. I just, you know, we'll talk about that. I just pay somebody. I'd rather keep it in the family.
No,
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Real talk, man.
Yeah. You know.
Funny.
But yeah, I'm serious though. Like,
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up in a minute.
That's what's
We'll
up.
get you before you go.
That's
I'll
what's
hook you
up.
up with the number and some spaghetti.
That's what's up. See,
Can't wait to
that's
get
what-
some of that spaghetti.
Do that sound like family? Do
That sound like family, man.
That's
That sound
what
like
I'm
love,
talking
real
about.
talk.
This that stuff that people don't talk about
Oh,
when it
yeah.
comes to Detroit.
Yeah.
Like I love what you was talking about when it's come to what just happened
Yeah.
over this past week.
It's crazy.
They don't really understand.
Yeah.
Like we not from the South, but our hospitality.
Oh, yeah. That's real.
is Southern hospitality.
That's
like
true,
we
man.
really take care of people that come to our city.
Absolutely.
We take, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everything was so organized down
Organized,
there.
man.
I mean,
Listen.
the way the traffic was directed,
Yeah.
the way
I bought a major group here. Kept them in the house.
see
Okay, I let them have my house.
Yeah.
they felt
Cooked
comfortable.
dinner,
didn't
had everything, and everybody had their own room. And I said that's a Southern hospitality
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right
Yes.
there.
Yes,
You know.
they was happy when they left. brother.
Absolutely
Oh, yeah.
was.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
So Mike, you are the chief engineer at Detroit Music Hall. So let's talk about, because you're also an entrepreneur. So let's talk
for
about
sure.
like the balance of working 9 to 5 plus working your job as an entrepreneur and as the CEO of it. You know, so let's talk about the balance of that, man.
Man, it's harder than marbles.
Yeah, because you know a lot of
It's
people
hard.
feel like, well, I gotta quit my 9 to 5 so I can become an engineer. I mean, so I can become an entrepreneur, and always financially, that's just sometimes it's impossible to do. You know, so let's talk about that, man.
I want to quit too.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
But I'm 50. I'll be 52 June 4th. Gemini's Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
When is your birthday?
June the 4th.
That's my birthday.
This is crazy.
Out of
man.
here.
This is crazy. This is
Gemini-
divine order, man.
A Gemini woman. I'm gonna scoot over a little bit more. I already know how you come. No. Yeah, but you don't stop thinking. But I get it. That I'll be 52.
Man, listen, I love it when I run into a guy
Yeah.
Gemini, because I know that you understand.
Twin too, though.
Twin.
We talking about June the
That's
4th.
crazy.
That number 4 is something special
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But out my 52 years, like I said, man, if I start talking about all the stuff I've done in the city,
Yeah.
like I've been outside,
Yeah.
for real. So, I've quit my job so many times to start my own business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I have, and I do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I also have had to do what I'm supposed to do because I had a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Friends of the Court shaped me and made me. They trained me. I went to the FOC discipline school. You feel me? You can either go do it this way or you're going to jail.
Man.
Yes, they will.
Jail.
Still playing child.
Like literally.
right.
Yeah. I feel so good. You know, my baby boy, his birthday is June 5th, the day after my birthday.
Dope.
He'll be 23. And my daughter, I have 5 sons and 1 daughter. My daughter, she just turned 33.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your oldest.
That's my oldest.
Okay.
When she born in August?
She's born March 4th.
March 4th.
Dang.
Yeah.
For somebody to
For
fall.
sure.
You know Joe's birthday March 5th.
Wow.
March 5th.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, champions were born on 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And the 29th.
Right?
And my son, I got a son who birthday on the 29th. He's April 29th. His
Okay.
birthday just passed. Yeah.
Okay, dope. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. My junk July 29th since we calling them out.
Yes, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I say that because I literally have always had more responsibilities than I had time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've always had to figure out,
Mm-hmm.
man, I done cut hair. I used to do pump waves when that
Dang.
was out.
Dang.
Man, I didn't clean carpet. I have my own carpet cleaning business.
Yeah.
I did the same.
I've
Who
painted
is this
like,
man? Who
but
is you?
at 51, I've learned because of all that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm secure
Yeah.
enough. If I wanted to quit, I'ma still get it.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm a hustler. I know how to. I can look around and tell she know how to get it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Most definitely.
I know how to get it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I know more importantly is the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Spending my time in a way that
Time is valuable.
yeah.
Most
So
definitely.
the balance,
It's like money.
right? So
Mhm.
you ask me how do I balance both of them?
Yeah.
It's because I know what I'm getting from the music hall.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting. It's in line with what I'm doing.
Alignment, man. Yeah.
Right? It's a choice. Before that, I've always been like maintenance supervisor at an apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
You asked why I did that?
No.
I'm gonna tell you.
Why you do that?
Because I got a free apartment.
Dang.
See,
Why they take
it's
half of my
always
check for
a
child
method
support?
to the madness,
Right.
and they
Yeah.
don't understand.
So I said I'm gonna work this so I can still be a man of the house.
Yes.
I get the free apartment, the
Yep.
free
Come
utilities,
on now.
and they can take half my check, and I still get a check.
Right.
Ooh.
And I still, because of the skills, I still get to go make money. Once
Mm-hmm.
you learn heating and cooling, can't nobody take it away
Man,
from
you'll
you.
always-
Once you learn electrical, can't nobody take
Always
it away
have
from
a
you. Once
job.
you learn drywall, like I'm
Yeah.
a skilled trades right now.
Wow.
It's a diet, man.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't even get out the game
Yeah.
if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, because there's so much money out here
It's like crack.
for skilled trades, guys.
And them type of things people always need done.
Yeah.
Always need that type of work done. Always.
Always.
Yeah.
As long as stuff break,
Yep.
Called job security.
it's
Exactly, yeah.
absolutely- It's called skills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really called skills. Can't nobody take that from me.
Right,
It's
right.
Like, so
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to walk away from that part and do it on I'm chancing some entertainment, especially right now when entertainment is on phones, and it's so plentiful. It's so different.
Yeah.
Than, you know, nowadays people are, even though the pandemic, when we all got shut down, what that did is it heightened. When we came out of it, it heightened live. And I know you know about this.
Yeah.
It heightened live entertainment. Even though it made this type of stuff, like podcasting and content creation, it made that more popular, but it also, the feel of us being congregating together and we feeling that energy, it's a whole different type of,
that's facts.
And it's real, it's live. It's not like we could look at stuff and be entertained from something that was created 10 years ago.
Right.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
But to be in a building when Jay Shack is going through the crowd and putting the guitar on top of the head, and, you feel me? And watching the people like, look at him. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different type. You got to be in the building.
That's facts, man. That's
and
facts.
I know a lot of people, they miss out on it. Like we could post flyers of stuff, of events. And, you know, people be like, man, I wish I could have came. And I'm just looking at them like, you have no idea.
You should have been there, man. All right,
because you can't, even all them phones and everybody taping it when they see him
Nothing
going
like
through the
being there.
crowd, that's one thing. But to feel it and be in the moment. So me quitting my job to sell that, when a lot of people don't really, I can do it.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can do it, but it's just so trying to balance it, to answer your question, to try to balance the need, right, for like, it's a need at the music hall. Yeah. And I'm talking about when stuff breaks.
Yeah.
Somebody got to fix it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know this is just, it sounds kind of cliches, but I like being a man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Facts.
I like being able to be of value in my community.
Man, that's so crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
Because a lot of guys nowadays, it's like the world is like shifting or something. Like
something's happening.
Something is going on, man. Where
we know what's going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's all a part of the higher ups, man. And it's crazy, man. They putting different stuff in on TV, you know, and it's kind of like brainwashing, getting us prepared, getting us ready. Oh no, this is okay. You should think like this, you know. So that's why it's always, that's why we really connected, man. Because I sense a real man, and I'm a real man, even though I'm young, you know. But I was raised by, my dad just turned 86 yesterday actually. May 1st, man. You know, and it was just a different type of ball game being raised up under him, man. It was like I said last week on the podcast, like there was certain things I just didn't see. I didn't see my mama taking care of my dad. You know, I seen my dad taking care of my mama, taking care of a church, taking care of the family. Right. You know, he put all that stuff on his back as a man and carried us through, you know. Yeah. And so that's where I got all that from. Yeah. You know, so
for sure.
Yeah, man. So once again, y'all, I'm sitting here with Mike, a promoter, Detroit, Michigan, and once again, this Saturday, May 11th, there's Mother's Day weekend R&B vibes, hosted by Popcorn Spivey, live performance from the Good Band, and the tickets are, once again, how much are the tickets?
$25 in advance, $35 at the door.
Yep. And if they wanted to get the tickets, how can they get them?
They can go to Eventbrite, and they can purchase them there, or they can give me a call at 313-409-9404, and I can navigate something from there. Or if you really, you know, want to just go on and take care of it by Cash App, you can Cash App us at Golden Ram ENT. That's $ Golden Ram ENT. And what you would do is, how many of the tickets you want. If you want 3 tickets, you would pay $75, and you would put your name, and then after you put your name and phone number, we'll give you a call back with your confirmation text, and we'll have your name at the front door at will call.
So y'all don't want to miss the show, y'all. We're going to take a small pause. We'll be right back with Mike on the show, y'all, on the Shack Attack podcast.
Shack Attack.
Shack Attack.
Shack Attack.
taught me everything, and everything you've given me, I always keep it inside. You're the driving force in my life. Yeah. There isn't anything or anyone that I could be, and it just wouldn't feel right if I didn't have you by my side. Oh, you were there for me to love and care for me when skies were gray. Whenever I was down, you were always there to comfort me. And no one else can be what you have been to me. You will always be, you will always be the girl in my life for all time. Mama, mama, you know I love you. Ooh, you know I love you, mama. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. Your love is like tears from the stars. Yes, it is. Mama, I just want you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, you're always down for me, have always been around for me, even when I was bad. You showed me right from my wrongs. Yes, you did. And you took up for me when everyone was down on me. You always did understand. You gave me strength to go on. There were so many times looking back when I was so afraid, and then you come to me and say to me I could face anything, and no one else can do what you've done for me. You'll always be, you will always be the girl in my life. Ooh, oh, mama. Mama, you know I love you. You know I love you. You know I love you. Mama, ooh. Mama, you're the queen of my heart. You are. Your love is like tears from the stars. Your love is like tears from the stars. Mama, I just want you to know. Want you to know, loving you is like food to my soul. Never gonna go a day without you. Fills me up just thinking about you. I'll never go a day without my mama. You know, mama, you know. Loving you is like food to my soul. Oh, yeah. You are the food to my soul. Yes, you are.
So look, y'all, we back with Mike McClendon, the promoter, the CEO, the chief engineer, right here on the Shack Attack podcast, y'all. And we're going to talk about the Men's Makers TV. So before we go into it, man, and y'all been hearing hearing our discussion of, what Mike been saying, and he pointed at few parts, where he's a real man, right? And so when I was on his website on Men Makers TV, your definition
.com.
Yeah, .com, right. Mensmakertv.com. I pulled the definition, man, of a real man, and it said one who will do the best that they can to align his disciplines in order to achieve a common standard that he will offer to his family and community. Another one, a real man influence is unmovable in his family and community. And one more, y'all. When he keeps it real with himself in his position as a man, he knows he is dependent on and expected to play a role in each of his family members' lives, as a son, as a father, as a husband, uncle, and a brother. So, Mike, let's get into it talking about Men's Makers TV, how it came about. I just had to read that definition, man, because it aligned with me too, man.
Right, and that was from the description of why we use the word real.
Yeah,
because I've had a couple of verbal debates with people about using the word real.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Because they was kind of insinuating that if they're not in line with this, I'm saying that they fake, and that's not what So I used the word real and broke it down in that. But the 1999, it was like 99, 2000. I used to work at Mr. Allen.
Okay.
And I was selling clothes over there, and it was a coworker over there, and that coworker, we was just talking crap, female. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you need a real man. She was like, what's a real man? I got 5 sons and didn't have an answer.
Dang.
Yeah. And I realized that I should have an answer to that question.
Yeah.
And from that day forward, even like later that day, I seen an old guy that I looked at as a real man, and I asked him, what's your definition of a real man? Then I asked another guy, what's your definition of a real man? And I just kind of went on a journey from there. Yeah. And I had a whole old high 8 camera, the little, little tapes. And I started making a documentary, and I started asking a bunch of men what's their definition of a real man. And what I realized is it was a lot of different answers. So there was no common answer.
Right.
I was asking different cultures and everything. And I thought I needed to do more research. I just started buying all the books. I started studying real hard. And I created my own principles. What I realized is I need to teach my sons. I need to at least tell them, this is what your daddy believe a real man is.
Yeah.
So I created 9 principles, and I created a creed. And after that, I started teaching them that. Then I started teaching it in the church that I was going to at the time. First I started at True Rock, Pastor Darrell Redmond, on the east side, Chandler Park Drive. Then we moved from there, and I went to Calvary Baptist Church across from Martin Luther King High School.
Okay.
And then from there I went to Grace Community. And I say that to say, each place it was a youth found, a youth group.
Yeah.
And I started kind of using that. Then I was always coaching soccer. Then I started teaching the kids and mentoring all of my sons. So I started a program then, was called Men Makers of Detroit. And I ran that for a while. And I would just teach these principles.
Yeah.
And it's 3 main principles. So I got 9 principles, but they broke down in 3 categories. And I call them steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1 is 3 principles dealing with manhood. Step 2, dealing with relationships. And step 3, dealing with as a father. So it's man, woman, child.
Yeah.
And then the actual creed that I live by is Men Makers of Detroit believe that a real man is a man who is fully aware of his responsibilities, actively attempting to fulfill his responsibilities without any complaining or quitting. Also, he communicates and handle his business without any lying, trickery, or deceit. His yes will mean yes, and his no will mean no. Furthermore, he understands that he is a role model, fulfilling the role of a leader, protector, and provider for his family, his community, and himself. Overall, that a real man is true to himself.
Main thing.
And willing to face himself
Yeah.
on a daily basis
That's beautiful.
with the hopes, humility, and honesty that will allow him to live an honorable, godly,
Yeah.
That's
life.
beautiful.
So that's my creed.
Mm-hmm.
When I say that's my creed, when I was on some bull,
Yeah.
I recite that to get me back. When I was in certain situations, I recite that to get me back.
Yeah.
I did that for me.
Right. Yeah.
The more I studied, the more I asked the men in the community all the elders, what their definition was, I realized I started transforming. I started becoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm eating up this information, and it actually let me know that it was nothing more important for me to do in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is filtered through being a man, a real man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether I'm at work, whether I'm at church, whether I'm a father, it made me a better father. It made me a better husband. It made me a better Christian. It made me a better everything, right? A better neighbor, because I filtered it through those things. The principles that I taught, the step one, so this is what I teach the boys who are not men yet. The creed is just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a mantra kind of sort of. It's just it's just me checking myself. And it's to let people know what we believe in. But the principles, the first principles is you got to find a way to pay for the space and the things that you use. Boys are carried, real men stand on their own.
Yeah.
Like we talking about, if you're a boy and you being, your guardians, whether it's your parents or whoever bringing you up, at some point you have to relieve them of the pressure of paying for you. You got to learn how to pay for the space and the things that you use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's really the cost of living.
Yeah.
And teaching the cost of living, teaching how much it actually, you're not paying for it. Somebody paying for it.
Somebody paying for it.
Somebody paying for the lights, your clothes, your
Can't
food, every single day.
Nothing is free.
Every
Say it again,
single
Nothing
day,
is free. Yeah.
you using up money. I mean, it costs to live. It literally costs to live. So, as a man, you need to figure out how to pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
Before you start thinking about taking care of somebody else, figure out how to take care of yourself first.
Yeah.
And then the second principle is own your responsibilities. So the word responsible is fulfilling the obligations that's assigned to you.
Yeah.
Right? So you have obligations as a son, as a neighbor, as a spouse, as a student. You know what I'm saying? You have obligations to your physical body. You have obligations to your mental.
Yeah.
You have obligations, you know what I'm saying, to your society. Fulfill those.
Yeah.
Like, God give us responsibilities to let us know where we at in life. So the more responsibilities we have, that let us know where we at in life.
Right.
You know, I'm 52. I got a lot of responsibilities right now. Right?
Yeah.
At 18, I didn't have this many responsibilities. But I was having problems managing the responsibilities I had at 18 because I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Because nobody never taught me these things.
Yeah.
I didn't have no principles to stand on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wanted to have some principles to stand on because I know, just like I just watched my father pass,
Yeah.
when I pass, my sons and grandsons gonna know what principles I stood on.
Yeah.
I'm giving them something to build on. They can change it, modify it, they can do whatever, but I'm giving them a foundation
That's real.
of principles.
Yeah, that's
You
a
see
real
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So, and the last one in step one is present yourself respectable, right? And the word respect is to be high esteem, high regards, or I love the highly considered, right? Like you got to consider. Like when I walk in a room, all the women and the children should feel safer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's my presentation. It's the way I'm presenting myself.
Yeah.
They shouldn't fear. They should feel safer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I use an example if it's women and children like in the Coney Island, and there's just some ignorant, just young boys in there. When I walk in, they should be like,
a real man walking.
A real man.
Yeah.
Right?
Just the presence alone.
The presence.
Yeah.
It's the presentation.
Right.
And it ain't because I'm 52. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen young men that's 14 that present themselves like men.
Yeah.
I've seen that 14 that own their responsibilities.
Yeah.
You don't have, is the age don't make, if you find a way to pay for the space, you could be 14 and paying for the space and the things that you use, present yourself respectable, and own your responsibilities. At that point, you're a man.
Yeah.
And can nobody tell you different.
That's
facts.
beautiful.
You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's that right there is the core. It's not, all that studying I did, it was some common things that kept being said by the old cats and in these books. I took the common answers.
Yeah.
Right? And I deducted it down to the simplicity. I needed something simple. Right? Take care of yourself, present yourself respectable, and own your responsibility. If you do those three things, it's hard for somebody to tell you you ain't no man.
That's true.
For real.
That's good.
Yeah.
You and we talking about. Let me say this. If you did that as a gangster, if you was a real man as a gangster, you gonna be a different type of man.
Right.
If you was a real man as a Christian, it's different.
Right.
You could be a real man as a father, but it's when you're not a real man, you even moving in those areas different.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
So it's being a man. It's not being valued enough
Right.
in our community. I can't tell you why. You shouldn't. I can't really say who's behind it all.
Yeah.
Some boogeyman or not. All I know is it's needed.
Yeah. Mike, do you think it's a disconnect with older men and younger men? Do you think there's a disconnect where the older man is just not teaching the younger man, or the younger men is just not
Absolutely.
wanting to be taught?
Yeah. I think it's always been a disconnect. I think every generation that comes, it's always a disconnect.
Yeah.
Like throughout time, it's always a disconnect. And from my studies, one of the reasons is when new generations come, and the world change with it, the disconnect is the men don't understand the mentality of the boys.
Man, that's
at
so true.
that space.
That's so
right.
true.
In other words, in 2024, it's hard for me to really understand what it means to be 18 years old when the internet is bombarding my mind. Because I didn't have to go through that.
Yeah.
Right? My father didn't understand what Tupac meant to me.
Right, yeah.
He had no clue because he was looking like, I don't listen to none of that.
Yeah.
He was a jazz saxophonist.
Yeah.
He was all that rappity rap. And I'm like, this is about to take over the world.
Right.
Because I seen something that was developing. So it's always a disconnect when we evolve as people. But the connection, what I think will keep us connected is principles. Right? We have to have Jewish people
that's dope.
they have bar mitzvahs. It's a manhood celebration. They have it's a certain amount of knowledge you have to have, and then they celebrate this. They celebrate them going into manhood, and they do it around the time that the body is able to make another human being.
Yeah.
Through semen.
Yeah.
It's a certain amount. This program is really focused on middle schoolers, right? So if you know the principles before you hit high school, or you know the principles when you are able to actually create another human being, it will make you be more responsible. You have something, because once you have the knowledge in your head and you go against that knowledge, then you have to be accountable to your own
That conscious,
soul.
your conscious gonna eat you up,
right?
Man. Yeah.
And now you sinning, because
Yeah.
the sin is like self-imploding nature. That's my acronym. It's when you know you doing something that you know is wrong.
Yeah.
That's sin. This
Yeah.
is basic. It's, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know, if you're getting points for doing wrong, I got a lot of points for doing wrong.
Yeah.
And it's because I didn't know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Once I learned that me having sex with that many women, me looking for virgins at 16 years old,
Yeah.
and that's like we taking points. We literally taking score on who.
Yeah.
Man, to me, now that I have the knowledge, that's the worst thing. I feel bad about doing that.
Yeah.
Because I have knowledge now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'd have had that knowledge before, right, I was encouraged to do these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It was cool.
it was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
the
they say-
disconnect is about knowledge, and
Yeah.
sometimes we expect the older people to have an understanding, especially in the black community. If we really be like realistic and sober about our history, we ain't really had time.
Really ain't had time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To really establish certain things.
Yeah.
We always on the defense.
Yeah.
You
That's
see
so
what I'm
true.
saying?
That's so true. Yeah.
We always on the attack. So it's kind of hard to be offensive and be on the offense when we always on the attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a plan to keep us separated and disconnected, because we don't have nothing. We have some codes that that we do have. We might call it soul. Like soul TV. We have a soul. It's a connection that we do have, and I think we learning to build on that connection. But Men Makers is about the principles, and I could go on and on and on.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
So I got one more question, man. So what are some of the challenges of being a mature man in today's age and in a big city like Detroit?
Seeing people who not mature,
Yeah.
being around the immature.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only challenge. When you mature is when how somebody say, "Man, I'm a grown ass man."
Yeah.
Grown is it's the goal of growing.
Yeah.
That means I've already reached that part. That's what grown mean. It's the end goal. But when you're around people who just don't get it, or the biggest challenge is, like I said, being around the immature, especially if they're the same age.
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't nothing like seeing a 52-year-old boy. You see what I'm saying?
Man, tell me about it, man. Working in this music field,
every single day.
it's crazy, man. It's like how I look at older guys, like, even if they don't know the game, I just kind of look at them, whatever you do know, teach me,
Yeah.
because that's how I am. Whatever I know, whoever it is, whether they're older than me, younger than me, I'm going to teach them, because don't nobody know everything.
No.
But it's crazy when there's a old grown-ass kid that you working with, and, 52, 56, 58,
Stuck on stupid.
stuck
like
on
my auntie
stupid.
would say.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy, but it's definitely real, man.
Yeah. So I know we running out of time, but I just want to say, Men Makers of Detroit, Men Makers TV. It was developed. That was Men Makers of Detroit. Men Makers TV was developed after the pandemic.
Okay.
We were all in the house, and I realized I couldn't mentor no more. So coming out of it, I said, I'm gonna create a website, and I'm gonna create content and mentor through that.
Yeah.
I started last year with the website, banging and doing. And like you were saying earlier, it's been hard to be a content creator while working.
Yeah.
So I did a bunch of interviews. I did a few things. I got a lot of stuff in the tuck. But right now, 2024, I'm trying to create a team.
Okay.
Right? I can't do it by myself.
Well, look at
So,
God.
look at God. So I need a team.
Yeah.
So everybody that's out there that's interested in content creating, the whole goal is to do everything through the website. So we talking about movie shorts, full movies. We talking about interviews. We talking about it's programs. I want to do quarterly programs. I'm creating a nonprofit right now, but I need a team because I'm still fixing shit.
Yeah.
At the music hall.
Yeah.
And I can't do it by myself.
That's real.
And I'm man enough to say it won't start back up until I get this squad. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to share the information and ask for help on this platform.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. Now, how can people connect with you, Mike?
You can call me direct.
Yeah.
Or you can go to the website. But call me direct.
Definitely.
What's your number again?
313 409 9404. Just give me a call and just let me know what it is that you have to any information, any type of contacts, any type of ideals, any type of help, anything that I can anything I can help you with. Anything that if you have sons that need to be talked to, that's what I'm really here for. More than anything else, I'm here to connect with the young men and give those principles, and I'm gonna keep pushing those principles. I got the book that's coming out that's connected to the principles
man.
And everything.
Dope,
man.
Yeah.
Well,
y'all give it up for Mike, the real deal, man. Mike, appreciate you for coming through, man.
Appreciate you, Jay.
And once again, the Mother's Day weekend is this Saturday, May 11, 2024. Doors open at 7 p.m. It is R&B vibes, y'all. Smooth vibes, y'all.
About a good band in this one. Good band.
Good band, live performance, y'all.
Yes.
Hosted by Popcorn Spivey. And one more time, Mike, how much are those tickets?
$25 in advance, $35 at the door, and we will take donations because the family reunion is hosting in Detroit, and we got people from all over town, coming from all over the United States that's coming, and it's going to be lit. So
definitely.
The good band in the house.
Good band in the house.
Good band in the house.
Listen, y'all, this was a good segment. Man, I really enjoyed myself. Mike, I got to get you back on, man. Doing a Father's Day edition, man. So I'm definitely reach out to you. Have different fathers on, and just talk about things that you are already getting out to the world, man, with Men's Makers TV. Right. So yeah, definitely. Once again, y'all, if you in the Metro Detroit area, every Tuesday from 7 p.m. To 10 p.m. we're at the Vibe Bistro 722. The good band. We're at the Vibe Bistro 722 Southfield Road in Lincoln Park, Michigan. And every Wednesday, you know where to catch the hottest podcast on Soul TV, the Shack Attack podcast, 8 p.m. y'all. And yeah, until next time.
Till next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What he's trying to say is he feel good. No matter what now. Happy